Mike's Outside. I just wanted to share a few things you may not have known about Brazil. So coming at you with 3 interesting facts about Brazilian culture that you may not have known before. The first one is kind of the weird one, and this is that typically you cannot flush toilet paper in Brazil. This is because their septic systems are not set up for this. So that is one of the things that I really had to work on when I first visited Brazil, is not flushing the toilet paper. So that is one that is fairly different from the United States. The second one is comfort zones of Brazilians are significantly smaller than Americans. So if you come to Brazil and you are walking around in public or on an airplane, you may feel like people are cutting you off, or even in traffic, like people are totally cutting you off in traffic. This is a normal part of the culture because comfort zones of Brazilians are way smaller. So this is something I told my dad when he first came down here, is this is part of the culture. Don't feel offended. This is not a personal slight or anything like that. But so it can be a little bit surprising and uncomfortable for specifically Americans coming to Brazil. Now the third thing is Brazilians are very, very friendly and easygoing. So it is very easy to start up impromptu conversations with Brazilians, strangers in the airport. Very friendly. There's a lot of Brazilians that travel to and from the United States that live in, talked to several people I think from New Jersey that live in New Jersey, but there's Brazilians that live all over and travel back and forth and speak some English, so they will try their best to communicate with you in English as best they can. They're very nice and outgoing and bubbly. My wife is Brazilian, and she will see her cousins on the street in the city she lives in and stop and talk for, a minute or two. And that's something that you just don't see in America as much. Hugging is very normal, very typical, and also kissing on the cheek is very typical as well, as a sign of friendship. And then a little interesting fact that I found is Brazil was ranked by U.S. News and World Report as the #1 most fun country based on that report. They are also the #1 in the adventure category. So not the friendliest country based on that report. As you can imagine, Canada is nicer, but I think Australia was at the top or something. People here are very friendly, and it's ranked #1 for adventures. So there's definitely a lot of pros to visiting Brazil versus the cons. So hope that gives some perspective for anybody that might want to travel to Brazil. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more travel and outdoors. Stay outside.